Hey there, Jebin here from Uploadcare, and welcome to another video in our series where we build a file uploader using JavaScript. In our previous video, we implemented a drag and drop functionality into the file uploader to ensure that users are able to drag their files into the uploader. In this video, we'll add an important feature, which is accessibility to the file uploader. Now, we're going to do this in two ways. First, we're going to ensure that the file uploader is fully navigatable using keyboard only. And then we're also going to ensure that screen reading tools such as VoiceOver are able to read status messages such as errors and successful messages when a file is being uploaded. Now, the complete code for this whole tutorial can be found in the description below. And without any further instructions, let's dive in. So previously, we implemented the functionality for users to be able to click on the drag and drop area to upload a file. Now, there's an issue with this, such that when you try to upload a file with this, it opens the file explorer, but the file is not being uploaded. So let's fix that real quick. The reason why this is happening is because we are not listening for change event for the file input. So what will happen is let's add an event listener for the file input itself, so that when a user tries to upload a file or selects a file, we can be able to call the handle file upload function. So what will happen is just after this event listener for the click event, what to do, we'll say file input dot add event listener. Let's add an event listener, and this time we want to listen for a change event. So if there's any change event that happens on the file input itself, we want to handle that. So what we'll say is we'll say const file is equal to file input dot files, dot files, and we'll get the index 0 from there. And then with that file received, we want to handle file upload, and we'll pass the file constant that we just created into it. So we'll save this, and then when a user tries to upload a file by clicking on the file uploader, this should work. Right, correct. So this works now, and let's move on into implementing accessibility in the file uploader. So in terms of accessibility, our file uploader currently has two major problems. The first problem is that users who use keyboard for navigation are unable to upload a file because our file uploader currently does not support keyboard navigation. Also, for those who use screen readers to access websites, our file uploader is unable to tell them what is currently happening when they try to upload a file using a screen reader. So let's fix both issues right now. So the first thing we need to do is first we need to make the drop area navigatable using a keyboard. So first off, let's test this if it actually works. So I'll try to navigate using a keyboard by pressing the tab. You can see that it clicks on the tab here, but on the file uploader itself, nothing happens. So the way to implement this, or the way to convert this our drop area or our drag and drop area to be a tab that is navigatable, we can use the tab index attribute. So the tab index attribute helps to tell the browser that an element is navigatable using keyboard only. So to implement this, what we'll do is let's add the tab index attribute. We'll say tab index, and we'll set the value equal to 0. And with this, whenever a user is trying to use a keyboard to navigate our file uploader, there will be a focus outlined on this. So to test that real quick, let's go back to the browser and see this. So I'll click on the tab, and you can see that this is happening now. Now with this, we are able to align this to upload. So ideally, when a user is trying to navigate, or when a user navigates using a keyboard or uses keyboard for navigation, they will want to press the enter key to select something, or they will also want to, whenever they want to open a file or open a button, they will use the enter key. So let's also implement this same functionality by trying to listen for keypress event, or trying to listen for key down event when a user clicks a key down, to know if they are trying to click enter and so we can like also try to open the file uploader itself. So just below the add event listener for the drop area, so we will add another event listener. This time we want to check when a user presses for a key down, or when they press the enter button or the space button while trying to like select or when trying to select a file. So what we'll do is we will add the drop area. So we'll say drop area.add event listener, add event listener. And what will happen is this time we want to listen for a key down stroke. And this is an event. We really want to use the event this time. And we will create an if statement and say if the event.key is strictly equal to enter. So we'll say if the event.key is strictly equal to enter, or event.key is strictly equal to spacebar. So that's space on its own. What we want to do when any of this is true is first we want to prevent the default of the event so that it won't submit the page. And the next thing we want to do is we also want to open the file input itself. So we'll say file input.click. So click, and that's it. So let's go back to the browser to test this out. And so when I click on tab, I press the enter button. This should open the file explorer. Yes, that works. Yeah, so with the keyboard navigation now implemented, users can now navigate the file uploader and upload files using keyboard navigation only. But the next issue is that what if our user is using a screen reader tool such as VoiceOver to want to upload files, and they are trying to like upload a file. Our file uploader is going to work. It's going to upload the file, but it cannot provide any feedback to that user that it's currently uploading a file, or if the file upload process failed, or if something happened. Although this is currently available in our file uploader, such that when a user tries to upload the wrong file, we have an error message that says file type not supported and other kinds of messages, but this is not being announced to those with screen readers. So let's fix that. To do that, we will use aria-labels. Aria-labels help screen readers to identify specific actions that are happening on the website or on a web page. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of aria-label to the file uploader message that is being sent. So what we'll do is we'll add the first one that says aria-live. Aria-live is used when a session or when a specific page or when a specific element in your HTML changes. It helps to announce that change to the screen readers, and the screen reader will be able to announce that to your user. So let's say this, we'll use the value of polite for this, and so we'll save it. And so whenever somebody tries to upload a file, this should announce that it's currently uploading a file and the file upload was successful. But right now nothing is happening. So let's turn on the VoiceOver for Mac OS and test this out to ensure that this is currently happening and this is, being implemented properly. So let's do that. So before testing out our file uploader, if it works with a screen reader, let's do something real quick. So on the drop area, let's go back to the drop area. We want to add one more attribute so that it can tell screen readers that this area is ideally supposed to work like a button, such that you can click on it to upload a file. So right here, we'll add a role to it, and this role is going to be a button. So when we're using screen readers to navigate the website or the file uploader, it's going to announce this area as a button that you can drop a file here. So another thing we want to do is let's update the description, or let's update the content of the drop area. So instead of saying drop files here to upload, what we can say is we can say drop files here or click to upload. So let's say drop files here or click to upload. So let's save this and we'll go back to the browser. And with this, let's test for the accessibility. Now let's turn on VoiceOver for macOS to see if our file uploader is going to read out the messages whenever it's being used by a screen reader. So to do this, you can use Command F5 to turn on the macOS VoiceOver.
VoiceOver on Chrome. Document. Google
now
Chrome.
Let's navigate
Window. Document.
the file uploader
web content
using
has
the
keyboard
keyboard.
focus. You are currently on a web content. Document. Drop files here or click to upload.
Let's try to upload a file.
You are currently on a column view. Menu button. Show as icon. Interact with the title of menu button. Show as icons. One item selected. Dog JP. Hello World PDF. Group. Row 4 of 10. You are drop files here or click to upload. Button. File type is not supported. You are currently on a button. You are currently on a browser. In column view. Image orange. Shoe PM. Profile photo JPG. Group. Row 7. Drop files here or click to upload. Button. File size exceeds the limit of 2 megabytes. You are currently on a You are currently on a browser. In column view. Cat JPG. Group. Row 2. Dog JPG. Group. Row 3 of 10. You are drop files here or click to upload. Button. Uploading file. File uploaded successfully. You are currently on a button inside of web content. To click VoiceOver off.
So with this, you can see that the file uploader is easily navigatable using a screen reader, and it reads out all the different messages, if it's a success message or an error message, to the readers. So with this, we've successfully implemented accessibility into our file uploader. Uploadcare's file uploader comes built in with accessibility features, such as the one we just implemented, so that your users, irrespective of how they are trying to upload files in your website, they can be able to upload files very well without any stress. Now, this file uploader comes along with features such as full keyboard navigation. It also has a color contrast ratio for those with color blindness, and also it supports screen readers to notify them of any error or messages that happens during the file uploading process. And to top it up, the file uploader supports the web content accessibility guidelines when using the file uploader for different users. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can receive more videos like this. Happy file uploading and happy coding. Bye.